I think the thing is with Surrey is that you look at the team that they've got, and it's a quality side anyway. And then they've gone and taken Dan Lawrence off one of their closest rivals in Essex, and you're essentially just bringing into an already quality team a quality player. And I think although that does mean I think that he'll probably come in with a bit of expectation on his shoulders, considering, well, you imagine that he's expected to just hit the ground running straight away tomorrow. Um,
Mhm.
should there be cricket? Who knows?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, looking at the Surrey start off away at Lancashire, up at Old Trafford, and you look at the squad what Surrey have named, and I mean, it's the amount of, well, especially international English experience, but on top of that, you've also got Kemar Roach down there as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
You've got Rory Burns, captain, Ben Fawkes, Dan Lawrence, Jamie Overton, Ollie Pope, Dom Sibley. I mean, that's a
Jamie Smith on the radar as well.
yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, Surrey, they're another one of these teams who, yeah, they've got the guaranteed and sort of the already proven quality, but they're perfectly happy to blood through players who are on the fringes. And I mean, what better setting for a player coming through to be sharing a dressing room with some of those players? I mean, it's you can't that sort of experience. Even just even if you're not in that squad, even if you're just around that group of players. I mean, the experience it's going to set you up with is just it's priceless, really.
Yeah, I don't. I think you can't look for much further than, and I guess we can discuss Lancashire in a second. But you can't look much further than Surrey for the championship. They've won it what twice in a row now, looking for their third, and
Yeah,
and when you see the players that are in that team, you can see why they've won it so many times before, but also why they look like the favourites to win it again. I think what they're really good at, if you look at Surrey's last two championship runs, what they're really good at is not only winning, and they win, the same amount of games as most other teams do, but they win by good margins to get bonus points that take them away from the opposition. So they
yeah,
will Surrey 9 times out of 10, 90% is probably a big percentage, but more often than not, Surrey will get the bonus point for batting, so they'll go past 400 runs because they've got such quality in the tank. You look at people like Ollie Pope, Rory Burns, and Jamie Overton, Jamie Smith. All those players will guarantee you runs, hopefully. But not only that, not only will they go past 400, they're all more likely to take wickets as well to keep you under. Is it 250? Keeping it under 250 bonus points or something like that. I don't know. It's been a
yeah.
while. It's been a while since I've looked. I need to check this up again, and I'm sure people in the comments and will tell us how the bonus points work.
Oh, we'll
But
we'll we'll be, we'll be put in our place, and we probably deserve it.
yeah, we deserve it. It's fine. But anyway, so they get the bonus points for the bowling as well. So they're not only winning or not only getting results, but they're always turning out the bonus points, which keeps pushing them further and further away from the chasing pack. I know Essex took them to the final round last time out, but they started the game miles ahead anyway. So all they essentially had to do was not lose, and like I said, that's just basically by being consistently very, very good. Do you want to talk about Lancashire as well? I think Lancashire have got one of the coups of the summer, although it doesn't look like he's going to play all of the summer now, which is a bit of a shame.
No, it is a shame. Obviously, yeah, the coup in question is Aust- Australian spinner Nathan Lyon, who, yeah, 'cause, I mean, I remember that got obviously announced over the winter, and it was one of these where it was just, I feel like wasn't really even any kind of, it seemed like nothing got leaked out, and it was confirmed by Lancashire, and it's like, God, they've signed Nathan Lyon to play in the county championship, so you're thinking, fair play to them. But I mean, it's a that's a brilliant signing. And even if he doesn't play the whole season, I mean, it'll be good experience for Lyon. I mean, I know he's got. It seems weird to say that when you think of how long he's been around and how many hundreds of Test wickets and Test appearances he's got, but it'll be more really good experience for him. But I mean, for Lancashire and obviously their fans, it's going to be fantastic. And what is interesting, obviously, if kind of factoring in that Lancashire have also got Tom Hartley, who perhaps before Lyon was signed, was probably thinking, well, I maybe try and get some more games in the county championship for Lancashire this season. Then obviously Lyon was signed, and then he kind of had the whole thing where there was rumours of Hartley maybe being picked more for the white ball setup this
Mm.
summer, and you're thinking, well, okay, so they've got Lyon anyway, but then it comes out that obviously Lyon might not be playing as many games as what we originally thought. So then it's like, well, does that mean Hartley's going to get more games? Because I mean, really, it's Lancashire are going to have two really good spinners at sort of either ends of their careers to pick on this summer. Is it in the county championship? And yeah, I mean, it's a nice headache to have. And obviously, if it does work out that basically one's available for one bit of the season, then the other one comes in, then yeah, I guess it makes this whole selection process easier. But I mean, Peter, what a signing for Lancashire.
Yeah, yeah. One of the best spinners of all time just turns up to play county champs. Why not? I'm just looking at their squad for tomorrow, and I'm seeing that Hartley and Lyon are both in it. I'm guessing they both won't play, considering it's two spinners on an April pitch. But we'll see. We'll see. You never know. I do think it's interesting that Hartley will be able to learn something off Nathan Lyon, or you hope he'll be able to learn something off him. And if Nathan Lyon's not going to be able to play as much cricket as first anticipated for Lancashire, maybe that does give an opportunity to Tom Hartley to get a few more games under his belt in the red ball circuit anyway. Um, Josh Bohannon as well is on the radar for England. A lot of talk around him, as particularly at the top of the order, with Ollie Pope perhaps not as settled at the top in terms of his place as perhaps anticipated. So Josh Bohannon will be worth watching tomorrow, see how well he goes. Obviously, Keaton Jennings is there. He's been around the circuit for a while now as well, and they're not a bad team. They're not a bad team, Lancashire. I think in 2023, they finished second in everything, which is pretty good, but not quite the main trophy, as it were. So they'll be looking. I suppose they'll be looking to try and get some trophies or something like that under their belt. And I'm also noticing that actually there is no Anderson unless his name has been spelt horribly wrong and they put Balderson instead. But I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, I think Jimmy might be keeping his feet up there for a bit. But yeah, I mean, again, we're talking about the England players kind of getting the games in at the start of the season, and I think that's always. I mean, I don't know you, Peter, but I always find that's another reason why, like, the first sort of 3-4 games of the county championship season, I feel like that's almost why they're more anticipated, because it's probably the only time in the season where you get the England internationals playing for their counties before they go off. Unless obviously you've got the back end of the season as well,
Yeah.
which is obviously that's always quite interesting when they come back and obviously try and help their team, either stave off relegation or kind of fight for promotion. But I always think it's great, because there's so much anticipation, and then you look at you see the players who are playing for the counties. I mean, I know Ben Stokes isn't playing tomorrow, but it's been heavily hinted that he is going to play for Durham at the start of this season.
Well, I saw.
Joe Root.
Sorry to interrupt. I saw a video. I'm pretty sure it's from this year of Ben Stokes taking a caught and bowled in a seconds match or a warm up or
Mm.
something like that. I'm pretty sure it's from this year. So A, he's bowling, and B, he is playing. So let's keep our fingers crossed and our toes crossed and touch all the wood that that he is going to get some game time for Durham, at least before the Red Bulls starts for England.